In the second half of the 16th century, Great Britain rose to be a main colonial power around the world. British exploration and mapping of previously unknown lands were high on the agenda. So people like Captain James Cook reached hero status in his home country. He was given a mission by the British Admiralty in the name of the King to search out and find and map Terra Australis, the Great South Land that till that point lay hidden somewhere in the south. Well, Cook himself actually said, quote, he wanted to go farther than any man has ever been before, but as far as I think it is possible for a man to go. In the first of 3 voyages of exploration, Cook came to this very spot right here where I'm sitting. On the 29th of April 1770, 240 years ago, he and his crew were the first Europeans to set foot on this rock right here. This nation that some people call the Great South Land of the Holy Spirit, now Australia. On this very spot at Kurnell, on the banks of Botany Bay, Cook could have been seen in the endeavour to come around right here in front of me and land on this very rock, encountering some indigenous inhabitants and making a way for what would become the European settlement of Australia, expanding this continent's population from thousands to a nation of 22 million. Cook had a mission to make known the way to the southern land. As Christians, we're here for a reason. You were planned for God's pleasure, that's worship. You were formed for God's family, that's fellowship. You were created to become like Christ, that's discipleship. You were shaped to serve God, that's ministry. You were also made for a mission. Just like James Cook was given a mission from his superiors to find the great southern land, so Jesus has given you a mission. Matthew 28:19-20 says, "Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you, and surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." Cook's mission was to make a way known to the southern land. Your mission as a follower of Jesus is to make a way known to Jesus himself. It's to show friends and neighbours and work colleagues and family and anyone the love of Christ that's transformed your life, that's given you purpose. And it's to introduce them to Jesus who can transform their lives, who can give them purpose and have them experience forgiveness and grace and hope and salvation. That's why we're here. We're here for worship, for fellowship, for discipleship, for service, and our final purpose, for a mission, for evangelism. Are these your purposes? Because when we centre our lives on these purposes which God has for us, He is thrilled and we are fulfilled.